Today we will be reading some confessions from the r/confessions subreddit while I play Dark Souls. As always, the stories will be linked in the description, along with the playlist, timestamps, and include all of the music used and videos used. I also want to give a big thanks to Ambient Souls, which is how I'm able to make these intros with what you're seeing on screen. And if you like videos like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And some of the stories in this video can be triggering to some of you, so viewers' discretion is advised. With that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. My ex was into bestiality. Me and my ex were together for 1.5 years, on and off. He had a fetish for dog porn and child porn. I loved him, so I was blind on how wrong that was. We recently broke up because I contacted his ex-girlfriend. He flipped. He doesn't want to talk to me at all anymore. His ex-girlfriend told me the same thing about him. But in our relationship, he took a step farther. He told me when he was 12 his dog licked him on accident, and he really liked it. One day we were alone. He forced his dogs to eat peanut butter off of us. I didn't like it at all, but I loved him. I was brainwashed into doing it. I felt forced because I obviously did not enjoy it at all. He got really turned on by it. This happened 2 more times. He also would make me touch their penises and would try to take it further, but I refused. I was so uncomfortable. Now we're broken up, I'm seeing that this is wrong, and that he forced me into it. I'm not sure if I should report it or not. This would create so much drama, which I don't want, but he is starting medical school in a couple of months, and he should not be a doctor if he has these thoughts. In reality, he needs help. He's only going to take it further. He told me he is ashamed of himself, but he can't help it. I don't have any proof besides my testimony, and his ex-girlfriend would say that he also told her about his porn addictions. I did read online that this is all illegal, and that if I did it would ruin his chances of medical school, and he could go to prison. The only other proof would be if they could pull his search history that he deleted. Should I report him? Yes. Report him. What the fuck, this guy is a freak. And you're telling me this guy wants to be a doctor. Hopefully not a vet or pediatrician, because not only he's into animals, he's into CP. There's nothing else for me to say about this one. Let's read the next story. Dream date turns into hell. I'm 27. I work in banking in London. About a year ago, the stress from the job and a bad breakup destroyed my hair. Not a receding hairline you can style around. Properly thinning. Scalp visible under bathroom lights. I get out the shower with clumps in my hands and just stand there counting them like a psychopath. I downloaded Hinge and it was bleak. I'd swipe through 40 or 50 girls before bed every night. Check it on the tube the next morning. Nothing. Not a single like back. 6 weeks of that. It messes with your head after a while. I ended up paying £5,000 for a day with a dating consultant. I know how that sounds. He went through everything and was straight with me. The hair was the issue. He told me to get a hair system fitted and come back for a reshoot. So I went to a salon in Central, got it done, went back to him, and we redid all my photos. Everything changed after that. I was matching with loads of girls over the next couple of weeks. Then this one, half Scandinavian, half Italian. Influencer, not massive but real following, posts her whole life online. She's stunning. She's interesting. She's traveled everywhere. Creative. Actually listens when you talk. We'd been texting for weeks. She was the first one I wanted to meet. The date was last night. I went to the salon that afternoon to get the system freshened up. I walked out looking like myself from 5 years ago. Bit itchy, but that was it. Before banking aged me a decade. I get to the bar, and she's at a table by the window in this green dress. She's better looking in person. I didn't know that was possible. I'm stiff for the first 10 minutes, and she can tell, but she doesn't make it weird. Just carries the conversation until I loosen up. By the second drink, we're talking properly, and she's making me properly laugh, which I can't remember the last time that happened. Somewhere around a third drink, she stops mid-sentence and goes, "Sorry, but how are you 27? You look about 22. I almost spat out my Negroni. For the last year, I've looked in the mirror and seen someone about 35 staring back. But the way she said it wasn't a throwaway compliment. She was looking at me like she actually couldn't work it out. We end up being there for hours. I order a cab home, and she doesn't leave. She just gets in with me. She's got her hand on my leg, and her head on my shoulder telling me about this trip she did through Vietnam, and I'm sitting there watching the streets go past thinking this doesn't feel real. It felt like dating before my ex, before everything got heavy. This lightness I'd forgotten could exist. We get to mine, and she kisses me before the doors even properly shut. I push her against the wall in the hallway, and she pulls me in by my belt. We're both laughing. She kicks her shoes off somewhere in the hallway, and I pull her through to my room. My head is quiet for the first time in months. No work, no ex, no anxiety. Just her, and the sound of her breathing, and the smell of her perfume, and nothing else. We end up on my bed, and she pulls me on top of her. I won't go into detail, but I hadn't slept with anyone since my ex, and even the last few months with her had become this distant thing where neither of us were really there. This was different. This was someone who actually wanted me. She's pulling me closer, nails in my back, and I can feel her whole body tensing up underneath me. Her breathing gets shorter. She's close. I can feel it. Her hands are gripping my shoulders, and then they slide up my neck, and she grabs a fistful of my hair. Hard. I heard it rip. The whole thing came off in her hand. I felt it go. This rush of cold air across my entire scalp. And I knew before I even looked at her. She's lying underneath me, holding it, and at first she doesn't understand what she's looking at. She's still breathing hard. Her eyes go from my face to this thing in her hand, and I watch the moment it clicks. Her mouth opens slightly, but nothing comes out. She looks back up at me, and it's like she's seeing a completely different person to the one she's been with all night. I can see myself in her eyes, and I know exactly what she's seeing. The scalp, the thin patches, all of it, under my bedroom light with nowhere to hide. I think that image is going to be in my head for the rest of my life. Anyway, we're not even 24 hours later, and I'm on a plane to Turkey. I've taken the rest of the week off my... Damn, this poor guy, I can't imagine how embarrassing that was for him. But keep your head up, King, things will get better. Let's read the next one. I used to add stuff to my husband's meals that he said he doesn't like. My husband is a very, very picky eater, and he hates most of the ingredients in any food. For example, he loves to have a nice full cheese pizza, but he despises cheese on burger, spaghetti, salad, etc. He hates fish, but he loves Long John Silver's fish. And he also doesn't want to try food that he's not used to. I grew up very traditional and broke in a tiny Slavic village. So we ate like everything. So the last few months, I have been secretly now and then adding stuff that I know he doesn't like, or hasn't tried yet just to make him give it a try. For example, I always made chicken batter with yolks, and secretly, I switch it up sometimes with mayo. Last week I made spaghetti, and he always says he hates cheese but loves it on pizza. So I added a bit of cheese to the sauce for flavor, and afterward when he tried it, he told me it tasted really, really good and was asking what seasonings I use because we need to get more LOL. What originally made me come up with this idea is that when we first got together, he only ate spaghetti without sauce, just butter and salt. So I begged him each time to get some sauce, and after days of convincing, he said, okay, sad face. And since then I haven't made a spaghetti without sauce, which I'm so happy about. I feel immortal about this because he has no idea that I'm technically messing with his food. I lie if he asks if I added cheese, etc. And it's just really not okay with me. But so far he enjoyed the extra cheese, chili, mayo, yolk, etc. that I added as a test, and I'm not planning to feed him stuff that he doesn't like even after testing it. I just was so exhausted of him saying, I don't like X with any meal, but I will have to tell him one day, haha. Okay, so this next story deals with a very serious topic and might be triggering, so be prepared. I'm feeling suicidal. I was born in a village, not very small, but not huge either. My family wasn't particularly rich. My father was an important man. Everyone in the village respected him and looked up to him. But behind all that charm was a violent alcoholic man who beat both my grandfather and me from the time I was very little. And these weren't just light slaps. There were several times I had to be rushed to the hospital. My grandfather always came up with some excuse, and people always believed him. My mother and I were too terrified to say anything. He wasn't only physically violent, he was sexually violent too. He raped my grandfather many, many times. And the idiot that I was 6 years old the first time I saw it happen, was simply fucking terrified. and didn't help my mother. 2 years later, when I was 8, he raped me too. I don't want to go into much detail about the act itself, but I'll just say it ended with me in the hospital, bleeding from down there, my whole body red from punches and slaps. My grandfather simply told the doctors I had mental problems. They believed him and started pushing psychiatric medication on me that I didn't need. My mother was a complete opposite of my grandfather. She was the only one who loved me and took care of me. I won't say where she was when he raped me. She worked extremely hard every day, from sunrise to sunset, and came home exhausted. My grandfather also forced me to work from a very young age. He found me illegal jobs already when I was 7. Almost all the money my mother and I earned, he spent on alcohol. When my mother and I finally managed to save enough money for me to start school, I was already 9, 3 years older than everyone else in my class. I came in my work clothes, which were filthy, and immediately all the kids at school started laughing at me. Yes, even in first grade, kids behave like that. Believe it or not, my mother saw it, scraped together enough money to buy me proper school clothes. My grandfather got furious that she hadn't handed the money over to him. He took a knife and stabbed her 13 times. I tried to stop him, but I was 9 years old against a 51 years old man, so I didn't manage to do much. I got stabbed 7 times myself. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, only my mother and I were poor. My grandfather had a lot of influence in the village, and many important people owed him favors. So when they rushed us to the hospital, they simply blamed my mother for everything. She died in the hospital. I somehow survived, and I'm still angry at myself for not trying harder. I tried talking to every single person and telling them what really happened, but everyone thought I was just crazy, especially the doctors, because of the earlier rape incident when they had already labeled me as mentally ill. After I recovered, my father managed to withdraw legal guardianship over me, which worked for him. I became the laughingstock of the entire village. Eventually, they signed me up with some organization that sent me to live in an orphanage in a city nearby. Since I arrived here, my life hasn't exactly gotten better. I know the staff are supposed to go through all kinds of screenings, training, background checks, etc. to work with orphans, but most of them just seemed way too burnt out and didn't actually care about us. My story somehow reached here too. I have no idea how. And very quickly I became the joke again. They saw my scars and decided I was just intellectually disabled. Listen, I was sure that if there was any place that would understand me, it would be the other kids in the orphanage. But almost all of them beat me up because they thought I was just a drama queen making everything up. But the person who hurt me the worst here was one of the janitors, a Muslim man in his 60s. I think his name was Kareem or SMTH like that. One time I was sitting in the bathroom crying about how shitty my life was. At first he came in, tried to talk to me, tried to comfort me, but then he tried to get intimate with me. When I asked him to stop, he got angry and raped me right there. He threatened me. If I told anyone, he would tell everyone that I had begged him to sleep with me, and he refused. I just sat on the floor all night, crying quietly, shaking, until I didn't even have the strength to cry anymore. Since then, I've been alone. It's very hard for me to connect with people, or even to look at a man or woman wearing less than a short-sleeved shirt. Time has passed since that last incident, but people here still hurt me in the name of jokes. Luckily, they allow phones here, so I'm writing this. I opened a Reddit account specifically to tell my story. I feel like I'm just exaggerating and that I should just accept it. I also feel like I deserve it because I froze/got cold feet so many times. But I can never shake the thought in my head. What if I had just run away from the orphanage? Yeah, I'd probably be living on the street, but everything seems better than here. I even get some suicidal though, and I don't know how to deal with all of this. By the way, sorry if some parts don't really make sense. My English is not the best since I taught myself, and autocorrect went crazy here with putting wrong info. Thanks for the help in advance. This next story is also triggering, so be ready, my brother is in an abusive relationship, and I can't do anything. I am posting for advice or just validation. This is super long and graphic at the end for child and animal cruelty. Sorry if this is messy. At the time, we were in an abusive situation with our neighbors and management, so memory is foggy. Just to add, him and his wife aren't technically legally married. He used a fake name as he's still legally married to another woman. My brother, I believe, is MPD or something similar BC. He is a raging narcissist who acts like he cares, but will use shit against you in the grossest ways. His wife has diagnosed depressive schizophrenia, I think. I am 18F. My brother is 24M, and his wife 24F, I think. To explain a bit, a couple years ago, he started dating a girl. He met through her mom on TikTok from Indiana. Like within a week after first talking to her, he bought a bus ticket from Utah to Indiana and went to live with her. The situation there was messed up entirely, but nothing was noticed about her specifically, besides the fact she got upset when he called my mom for their morningly call. Fast forward like a year of that, they both moved in with us. I instantly started to notice stuff, and I have borderline personality disorder, so it was super hard to deal with the toxic-ass, controlling, manipulative sure I was seeing. One big thing was she had a tooth infection, and always used it as a way to get my brother to tend to her. If we were going somewhere her tooth was hurting, my mom and brother smoked medical marijuana for epilepsy, and him try and get my card BC, it helps manage my BPD symptoms. There was multiple times we would sit down to smoke, and suddenly his wife's tooth was hurting too bad that she couldn't smoke, which is fine, but most of the time he was forced to be in the other room with her and literally miss out on his epilepsy meds. There was another time we were almost out, and she was complaining bad of pain and anxiety. So I did the sock thing and heated it up to melt the stuff down. But she refused to smoke it BC it tasted burnt. Girl, it's still medicine. This is all small stuff, but was ways to get my brother to not spend time with us. She started saying her tooth was hurting up her ear, which is a sign the infection is close to sepsis. But she still wouldn't and hasn't gone to the dentist. I started having episodes and breakdowns. BC, I was dealing with her and having to put up with the obvious control. I was crying my mom, telling her it was a matter of time till my brother was totally isolated from everyone, begging her to have his wife leave or something. One time, me and my brother was reminiscing on our childhood, and she suddenly got up and stormed out crying, forcing my brother to check on her. What was wrong? She was mad. We were talking about a time she wasn't there for. Like girl-wah. There's more, but I can't think, and this is already getting long. As I mentioned, at this time, we were going through a lot with our neighbors abusing us. So we would try to hurry and load everything into a motorhome to GTFO of there. The morning we were supposed to leave is about 3:30 a.m. My mom usually wakes up at this time, and because of the neighbors, we couldn't sleep anyways. We had woken up and were hanging out, and my mom was asking if my brother packed and was ready. He was explaining he and his wife took Adderall and didn't sleep so they could be working, but they literally weren't working. And my mom got a bit stressed and was questioning why they didn't sleep, and his wife pops off with, "Can you not be stressing us out about this at 3:30 a.m.? And I promised my mom was doing nothing more than asking a few questions they didn't like. After his wife blew up, my mom went outside to defuse, and both of them started bitching about her. I said, I don't think she wanted to stress you out, she just has feelings, and they blew up on me. So I was like, WTF, and went outside. Before going out, his wife said, "Don't worry, babe, you can have emotions. As ID, that's not the most toxic shit ever." And I yelled, "Oh, and mom can't," and shut the door. When we went and they started verbally attacking us. At the time, I was 17 and she was 24. She was calling me an entitled bitch and more, and I called her toxic and controlling. She tried to square up me and my mom, and I started crying when I realized my brother was on her side, and BC, my emotions were so heavy. She called me a cry baby, as if she didn't cry over childhood memories, BC, they weren't hers. And my mom almost whomped her, so my brother took her outside. Once my mom and I were in the motorhome, my brother sent a nasty message about me and about my mom. What was in it is unlike him, and I believe she was behind it. It's been over 7 months since we've seen or talked to my brother. My mom has made many attempts with fail. She has successfully demonized us in his eyes over a fight that was her fault. He is almost completely cut off from our grandma, his friends, everyone but her. They're homeless, and she is the reason. I recently seen his Instagram, and the only person he follows is her, and the only person following him is her. It's fucking weird. Now listen, please, if you are still reading, I need advice, because this is where it gets dark. In the few months they were with us, she told me horrific stories of her murdering animals and trying to kill people. As a kid, she tried to kill her brother many times, once with a rock. and I think someone else I don't remember. She also would torture small animals, squeeze them, step on, drown, etc. while my brother was with her in Indiana. They both stomped on mice to kill them, and even drown a fucking pregnant mouse in fucking bleach. Honestly, I'm crying right now because he knows I love critters, and I have had me say for years. They both have fucking held my mice and brutally murdered others, a pregnant one. I'm disturbed. This woman is alone with my brother almost always, and he can be difficult. I fear she will hurt him. I know he is being abused mentally and controlled, and I'm scared it's a matter of time till she does worse. But he absolutely won't talk to us and thinks we should apologize for mean things they said. I have a recording of the fight somewhere. I just want my brother back. The Ricky to my Julian type shit. But he's so blinded by her abuse, and she's too violent to be trusted. So if anyone was in a situation similar to what happened, what can we do? I'm scared for him. She's a bigger woman and he's a smaller man, and I fear he wouldn't stand up for himself if she got physical. My older sister does feet content. Hey there. So I have an older sister. She's 26, and I learned she does feet content. She has a page where she makes videos of her showing off her solves and like joy videos. I found this out as we have one computer that we both use with her, and she forgot in a feet site, or I don't know if she even forgot, because when I asked she wasn't stressed about it at all. She showed me her account and some pics. I learned she even sells her socks to people, and she really gains good too. I didn't say anything. She was confident showing it, but I don't think Dad and Mom knows. I don't want to expose her. Either she would hate me for it. I don't want to break trust. She sells her socks she wore at the gym or when she goes to runs. I think they mostly like it dirty. Now that I saw some videos of her showing off her feet, doing content like your co-worker and getting people worked up, I don't know what to think, but as I said, I don't want to tell Noon and I don't share link 2. It's just a confession. I can tell more about her and the situation I am in. If you're interested, don't be shy. What do you think and what should I do? Should I embrace it or is it even SMTH extra? I don't want to look her different, but it's something I know now. I would love if you have any questions or advise me. Indian. My GF married someone else after breakup. Hi, I am sorry I won't be sharing my details. It's my first time opening up about it. So, I come from a very, very small city in India, and I met this girl in our school in class 8 and had a huge crush on her. In 10th, when I was hitting too much on her, I discovered she had a BF. Later, just after 10th, she broke up with him, and we were in a relationship. It was 2016 then, and I moved to another city, Delhi, for coaching for G, and she was at hometown. We started a long-distance relationship. After that, I got to college, and she had to take a drop year. She said her father saw her chats and all, and she won't be using phone for the next year. I believed it and said to wait. I was in first year of college, but I never ever laid eyes on any girl in campus. After 1 year, I got her message on Facebook Messenger that I got college and all, and now I have my phone. Do you have a GF? And I said I have been waiting for you. So it was like the relationship continued with a break. Till 4th year of my college, we did long distance relationship, and then I got a job in a different country. I know it was hard to manage relationship, but I said I will. And this would be very good as I wanted to marry her. And if her father gets to know that guy secure a job in foreign country, then might be he agrees to inter-caste marriage. She got a job in Bangalore MNC, and she shifted 2 months now, 1 year in foreign, and I came back to meet her. I proposed to her, saying I would ask your parents next time. Everything was perfect, but next day things changed dramatically. She started fighting for no reasons. I asked just tell me why, and she spoke for 20 minutes while I listened. I never thought it would go this far. I thought either you will break up, cheat, or get bored of me. I never gave you sex because I really never liked your touch. Every time you touched me, I felt uncomfortable, but I just went with the flow because I know you love me a lot. I thought you would understand that I don't have that from my side, and I wanted this to end somehow. But you, she started shouting, you want me to do it. You want others to always blame me for leaving you. Fine. I cannot live with you forever. I was just crying. I never felt such pain ever, and yet I stayed calm and asked, right now, what do you want? She said, I want to go back to my PG. I said, okay, wait. I would book it for you. That's all I could do. She asked for a last hug and I just denied as I couldn't. Let me tell you something. When a guy is in a relationship for more than 7 years and never had sex, then you don't know how much mocking he has faced. Are you gay? Kata NHI Hodahoga, NHI Lupatkia, Jishi Keo Balanapade Galagda H. And so many taunts, and I listened smiling within myself that one day it will all be worth it. But she said I hated your touch, and I just... Next day, she called and came back to hotel, said sorry and all that she was frustrated from office work, and said anything and started crying. My girl is crying, and how could I be mad? So I just forgot everything, like, leave it. You didn't mean it, right? I was such a fool, to be honest. I really believed her instantly. She said, let's have sex. And that was the day when we had sex for the first time after 7 years and some months in relationship. Next day, I went back to foreign and was happy like unbelievable. After I reached, I tried calling her, and she just avoided. 1 week, and she kept avoiding. Then she said, told you now I don't want to be with you. Sam Jan H.I. Adatum Co. I froze, but we had sex last time, and now I thought you deserved sex once after these many years. I am crying while writing this, 'cause I never cared for it. I just wanted to be with her. And this, I am sorry I will write later. I just needed to get this off my chest. Sorry if I wasted your time. Sorry. So she said she is not interested in talking and all. Love is over for her. I am just a chaos in her life. She wants peace. In between, she said, we both are very different, and whoever gets you would be very lucky, but please let me go. I'm done with you. So I panicked. I panicked a lot. 2 weeks since that night. And now I am in a foreign country. At 2 a.m., I booked flight to Bangalore, costing me half my month's salary, and 9 a.m. I was in the flight. I booked an Airbnb and somehow convinced her to please come and meet me. I tried to say sorry and all. For anything, just don't leave me, please. She said it's the last time we will meet. And that eyes, I couldn't say anything else. I said, okay, wait then. If you really wish to go, then go my way. I ordered all groceries and all from Zepto. Since living in a new country, I learned cooking, and I really wanted her to taste it. So I cooked chicken and pula for her. In the meantime, I asked her if I could kiss her one last time, and she said yes. I don't know why, but I felt weak. Booked auto for her, and told her to block me. As I would go crazy, I know it. She left. This was in mid-June 2023. I got lost. I was the most hyperactive, over-extrovert person. It's February 2026, and I don't talk to anyone now. I feel very low confidence in approaching anyone or talking to them. It feels like, why would anyone really talk to me? Like I'm literally no one. After June 2023, things got worse. I thought about her 24 hours. And then 2 months later, I quit my job over some silly thing. I was unemployed, but more than that, she was affecting me. Luckily, I got a new job itself in the first company. I applied in January 2024. I never talked to any other girl ever. I thought even having a possibility that there is someone is not good. So I never really talked with any other girl. So now I don't know how to talk to anyone or approach them. I don't want to be creep. I did not believe whatever she said. I felt like I didn't know the real reason. Till June 2025. I said to cry every night and asked like why? Why did she? I never got the closure, honestly. In June 2025, she herself called, and as I psyched, she cut the call. I understood she wants me to come on WhatsApp. She said I want to tell you something. I met this Pookie guy last year, arranged marriage setup and all. And he is very cute and all. I love him too and all. I was in shock. So you were getting married? Already got engaged, BS Beraneda, so that Jishi or Esi na Paracheo. I was crying when she said to me, yes, I kissed him, happened in the flow. It was the best with 8T. I was really crying. My chest started paining really hard. I just said, you be happy, that's all I want. And all, she said she always considered my mother as her mother. So would it be possible to get her Ashirvad? I told Yisari, why not? I called my mom to say, she got engaged in Usko Apka Ashirvad Chai. Please, mummy. And my mother really gave her Ashirvad because of me. December 2025, she got married. I see an Instagram account forever. That couple Instagram profile. She already sent me him in her photos like a lot. He's wearing her gym t-shirt and all. And I'm really Chudiayer. I tried committing suicide 4 times. I haven't slept for more than 4 hours in these 3 years. I get anxiety attacks at random times. Whenever I am in group and I'm happy, it feels illegal, like I am not allowed to. For the first 2 years of breakup, it felt like cheating, like it was not, but it felt like to me, and now I am just afraid. Bahut week hoda H year, and I just feel this pain in my chest all the time, like I feel so helpless. But it's okay. I'm weak in Chudia, and that's okay. Trust me, that's okay. One day, just one day. I want to feel back strong again. How does it feel to be strong again? I never even thought bad about her. Never ever. I always wish to God that I'm sorry it's me. My fault, maybe, for not being enough. And whatever I think, it's my situation, and if I think something bad about her, please ignore it. I don't want anything bad for her ever. 3 years, and I am still at that stage 1. Itna Chudiakai's ho skate HHM year. But it's okay. I would love again. Don't worry. And Isibi Zayada Cringe Declina. My punishment for her. I would never hate you, bro. I was your chaos, right? I pray to God you get all the peace in the world. And then you want chaos. You look all over for it. And you will never get it. That's it. Sorry. I got anxiety attack in the morning again. I don't share. Like never shared in these 3 years. Kisco High Bolt. So, Thoda Zayada ho RHada. So thought to share this on Reddit. Sorry if I wasted your time or anything. I was in a long-distance relationship for more than 7 years, and my mistake was that I proposed. Let it be. It was all 3 years ago. The problem now is why I'm still in that loop. What happened in these 3 years? Tried to be productive and all. Got Employee of the Year award too. But still, I have that pain in me. I don't laugh anymore. Nothing excites me. Like literally nothing. I just feel like no one. I sleep for 4 hours only daily. Wake up with nightmares, hands shaking and all. And Sami Walakeo Fartak and HIPDA? Then why am I like this? I'm really stupid, right? So, this is about present day March 12th. 26 at 8:26 p.m. I realized something. You know the last message she sent me is Agar Thoda SAB self-respect bacha high toe cut ka life deko. Industrial K life me youngly MT Crow. I am laughing now faced with tears of joy. You know when I started writing these confessions on Reddit, I thought what difference does it make? But then I saw people literally write big comments for me, and it really helped. Today I was writing back when all those comments were revolving around me that maybe it's okay. What she says is right. Maybe I do deserve someone better, grinning face with sweat, grinning face with sweat. And about that self-respect. Bro, seriously, I lost my ego, my self-respect, my personality, everything. I am one of those persons who doesn't give a fuck to anyone. And can you believe I was begging for 2 years to please stay with me? And at last, she also thinks I don't have any self-respect. So, hello on me. And it's completely fine, bro. Han, I lose everything I have when it comes to love. And who am I if I didn't give my 100% when I loved you? Han, I am Chudia, you can say that. Han To and HI part of the Move On Kime TLB. It was my first time. I thought Law Gussa Ho Jate, To Uncle Manaya Jada H. I never knew that people actually leave. So, when Manang Ka process, us like toxic, irritate Krana, Jabberdasty Ungly Krana, Caltifer the red flag, emotionally harass. She used these words and told my sister that HM Yekar RHES Soft. So, yeah, bro. HM High Beret Admi H. Shade. Kalega Mko. Kasiko Koi Dicket. Grinning face with sweat, grinning face with sweat. So, I never thought anything bad about her ever. But today, to be honest, fuck her, fuck the fish, fuck the boat, fuck the fisherman, fuck the entire motherfucking sea. I'm fucking done. I want to fly now. Instead of swimming. Agar Thoda SAB self-respect bacha hoto. I'll always remember these words. And right now I'm literally laughing while writing this. Cause Kuchto Gandase Katawirar. MTLB I always made fun of friends. K Cat Gaia, AAJ Fly Barmco cut me feel ho RHA. K Katato Marabi year. and would be Gandawala. She was just some ordinary fish in the ocean, and it was me who saw a mermaid in her. So, yeah, self-respect. One day, bro, I literally promise you all here, one day, that one fucking day, I'll come back. You question my self-respect when I just wanted love. 3 years, I fucking got bar bad, and 3 years, I lost my confidence. I just want to know, how does it feel to be strong? Like literally just once. I want to feel strong. And Bhagwan G. Sorry, but fuck you too. 3 whole fucking years. I kept hope in karma and apskachin hi chayub. I'll figure out. Don't need your help at all. And apko agar or karab kranato karligia. I won't complain anymore. Literally, I have 0 fucking expectations from you. I'll manage. I'll do it for my mummy. Today, when I am writing this, I might be at my lowest point. But one day, I will write again. After a year, maybe, I'll tell you guys I will become strong. Declina. It's a fucking promise to myself. Bye. He asked the girl for prom after we ended 1 month ago. We were together for 10 months, and he never made it clear what our relationship status was. I did try asking him one time, but his answer weren't clear, and I could notice that he was trembling. So I didn't really pay that much attention to what he said, although I heard some, but it still wasn't clear to me, and after that, I never asked him anything about what we have or something that connects to his past. He was a really good guy in front of me. His actions felt really genuine, or maybe it was the bare minimum since it was my first time being with someone for so long. We broke up because he said his mom didn't want him to enter a relationship because college is near and she didn't want him to be distracted. That's what he said to me. But that wasn't enough. Before that happened, I gave him time to think because he said he couldn't talk to me and he said it's better to talk about it personally. I was left with anxiety for 3 days, not knowing what to do because he might broke up with me. During that time, when we were on cool-off, I tried to stalk one of her ex, which he mentioned he had a healthy breakup with, and that was fine for me. Not until I saw his name on the girl's post. He liked her post. I didn't know how to react. I was hurt. So I tried asking him why he did that, and he only said sorry and gave me a simple explanation that they don't talk anymore. It was her birthday, so he liked her post. I was fine with it then. Okay, back to the topic. 2 weeks after we ended, my friend sent me a screenshot of how he was trying to hit up his ex. The other ex, which he once mentioned that she was toxic, in their GC. He thought his ex's IG notes were directed to him. So he assumed his ex wanted to go back with him, knowing the girl already has a boyfriend. Of course, it was messed up. I was left with confusion because he was so good to me. How could he do that in a span of just 2 weeks? Shouldn't he be moving on by now? What is this behavior? After that, someone also told me that he already told everyone that we ended, but he said the word. We were just that's you. That made me even more confused, but I know deep inside he was right. But that seemed like that 10 months never mattered to him. I also heard from one of his friends that a girl, this girl is already on the caption, started liking him when we were together, but she did not know that he has someone, of course, who would know. He never posted me. He may have told his friends about me, but he never showed me publicly. When he knew about the girl, he said he should have shoot his shot on her even when we were together that time. It was disappointing. We were fine, but why would he do that behind my back? Then 1 month after we ended, he asked this girl for prom. It hurts that I don't know what to do anymore, guys. I need your opinions and advice, sad face. Please help a girl out as someone who's not experienced. I did something pretty messed up as a teenager. Yeah, a lot of posts here start out that way. Don't they? I hope you won't mind a bit of a read, as this is a story that requires some detail to tell. And also rest assured this is no AI BS. This story is recounted from my memory, and I have no need to even use AI for augmentation, as my grammar skills are strong. Okay, Sumi, autocorrect catches my flubs occasionally. I once had a friend. I was in my mid-teens pushing 17. He introduced me to this girl, who in my eyes to this day is probably one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen. She had the most beautiful curly long, spectrally brilliant blonde hair that fell past her shoulders, and her eyes were so perfectly blue. When we walked together and the sun was shining, I cannot describe her beauty. We became friends. She knew I was attracted to her, as did everyone else in our circle. I could not hide it. There was no outward affection, or PDA as they say nowadays. But everyone knew. We talked alone sometimes, and I would express my feelings. She told me she really liked me a lot, but was afraid what her friends would think. I'm biracial. Father Jamaican, mother Irish. You see where this might go if that was my thought. I am who I am. I never will play the race card. You have to know me to understand what I mean. We stayed fiends, and it came a time when our clique began to hang out at Sunshine's house. Oh, by the way, I heard a dude call her Blondie. Fucking bad for him. One of the few times I ever heard her break the beautiful cadence that was her voice. She had a way of being badass while still being so demure and beautiful, I can't explain it. Maybe it's because I'd fallen in love with her. We would go to her home often to hang out. There was a crew that numbered 10 plus at times on different days. Sunshine's younger sister was often there as well, but stayed in her room during the parties. This is where it gets twisted. We, the crew, took a walk to have a smoke. We went back to Sunshine's house. There was 5 of us this eve. Number 1 and 2 left quickly after Mom started plying us with alcohol. I drank many beers. I was 17 at this time. Sunshine, whom I must point out here, had never taken a drink of anything, not beer or her mom's drinks. She had a few hits when we walked, and that's all. She went to bed. Everyone else left except for one other dude who called his mother to ask to stay out late. It was already near 2 a.m. at this point. His mommy said no, and he went home. Just the 2 of us now, save for the daughters. Upstairs, we were talking, and she grabbed another beer for me before I asked. Wasn't going to. We talked, and she jumped me, so to speak. We are making out. I was drunk as fuck. If I can't be with my sunshine... Yeah, I know, a fucked up thought. We were making out and getting close to doing more, but she kept saying it was wrong, and that she would make too much noise because her daughters might hear. She began to pass out as we were. I kept going after she had. For a second, that haunts me. I undid her pants and exposed her bush and began gently playing with it. I never went into her pants all the way. She was passed out now. As fucked up as I was, I realized I was doing something wrong. I could not go farther. I fastened up her pants and got myself together and left. I was, and still am TBH, ashamed that I did that. I couldn't face my sunshine again after that. I never hung out with that crew anymore. I was so ashamed of what I'd done. I could not face her. I was in love with her, and she turned me down. I got drunk and tried to fuck her mother. How could I do something like that? You see, she was there, through the party after she went to bed. She heard what happened. I hate myself for this. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and had a nice relaxing time. And I will catch you guys in the next one.